things I thought was intriguing was that on the one hand you say there are so many more people getting PhDs. We learn, yes, the age of Sputnik, people were all excited about it, but I have to believe that people know a lot more about science now than what they did then, because there are a lot more people going to college, getting graduate degrees, and then on the other hand, saying that America is getting less scientific. How do you get those to come together and say, you know, yes, on one hand, we have more PhDs and people more knowledgeable, but on the other hand, America is becoming less scientific.
Well, I think there's so many forces at work here. I mean, it's not just about education, be it K through 12 education or graduate education. You have a lot of very educated people who go to the internet as their first source of information, and when it comes to science, you can find any part of an argument that you're interested in finding. So you have a lot of educated people who are promoting ideas like Jenny McCarthy's anti-vaccination movement, who's proud that she has her degree from the University of Google. So, I mean, the internet has been a blessing to science in that we can get more of what we do out into the public discourse, but it's also very dangerous. And what I had said earlier, too, the most popular science blog was voted as a climate change denial blog called What's Up With That? It's a lot of information, a lot of very accessible information, and a lot of people reading it and, you know, misrepresenting what the science says and what scientists have come to a consensus over. So, and then that's just one challenge too, and the rest of the book kind of goes through a whole bunch of different forces. But I think it's a mixed bag when it comes to how educated we are.
If you could create the way it should be, sort of the pie in the sky scenario, what would that look like?
I'd love to see scientists take more of a more highlighted as role models. People excited about being engaged in science, politicians who are looking to scientists as figures of authority again, the way Obama, you know, so far seems to be, but the way in our past we've seen Eisenhower. And I'd love to see science become kind of a common culture rather than a special interest group. I don't mean that everyone has to be a scientist or that everyone has to understand, you know, complicated chemical equations, but that science is more relevant to our actions and policy and to the way we're taking care of the planet.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.